Hi, welcome to the Sentas video that will talk to you about the different screens that are available in the application and also how to read the individual graphs that are in there. When you first enter the app, it will effectively take you through to this, which is your journaling screen. What this screen does is allow you to look at the summary view of the records that you've put in at any point. So you can see in here that I've got a series of records that were put in January 2020. You can just scroll through those and see the overview that's there. That overview consists of the date, obviously, along with the individually recorded fun score, the purpose score, and the resultant happiness score. It also shows any journal entry that you've put in on that particular date. That allows you to basically take track of and see, okay, look at an overview level, what are the things that affected you on that particular day. When you're in any screen in the application, you can access this view by just pressing the icon in the bottom left hand corner, the book icon, and that will take you back to in a sense, this diary page. The next icon along the trophy icon has two different views within it. Firstly, you'll have the stats view, which shows you, it'll default to showing you your happiness scores and how they've progressed over the period. You can go and change that to a fun score or to a purpose score as well. So you can look at those three items individually. If you've got a premium membership, you can extend this beyond 1 month and look at it on a 3-month period, a 6-month period, or a 1-year period as well. In addition, you've got the trophy screen. What this does is show you any trophies that you've been awarded over the period. So again, you can just view what's there. The next icon along the plus icon is where you put in records for an individual day. You can put it will default to the current date. Alternatively, you can select any previous historic date by selecting the date in question. That also allows you to go in and so this is for January the 11th, so I can go in and edit the scores for January the 11th at that point, and effectively go through and see all of the individual scores that have been completed as well. The next tab along, which is the graph icon, this is the correlation tab. What this does is really give you that analysis view as to the things that make you happy or unhappy. You can see I've inserted about 12 days worth of data here, and for me the variable that comes out as the strongest relationship that makes me the happiest is whether I've helped people today, then followed by how emotionally well I feel, then the amount of time that I spend with friends, and then whether I've done exercise, etc. So the individual variables are shown in descending priority, so the ones at the top are those that have the greatest impact on your happiness, or the greatest relationship with your happiness, and then that goes down through other variables that have an established mathematical relationship with it as well. For standard users, this view will be defaulted to a 1-month view. Basically, it shows you the relationships that have had the greatest impact over the last month with you. For premium users, you can extend that again to a 3-month, a 6-month, or a 1-year view, and you can see how those individual relationships have changed over that period. Again, only for premium users, you can actually look at things that drive dissatisfaction as well. So in this particular instance, what you can see here is that the amount of time that I spend at work is a strong driver to my dissatisfaction. So in this instance, the longer I spend at work, the more negative effect it has on my happiness, followed by a slightly weaker interaction with a made-up person called James. So anybody called James that I know, it's not you. Then in the final screen, you've got a whole series of tabs in here that give you some additional information. You've got your individual profile, which for me is saying which email address my export would go to. What that export tab does is effectively say, okay, look, I want to go and export my my data. If I select that, then I can go and export a CSV to that particular file. So in this instance, it'll go and send out all of my data to my email address. So it's a good way, for example, if you've got some people who are undergoing therapy or undergoing counselling, is a good way if you wanted to share your data with those people that are supporting you. You can see my Outlook request has just come up to say that the CSV file has been received. You can go in and change your passcode at any point as well. So again, you can just go in and set your passcodes accordingly. There's a notification section that allows you to get notifications as to when you want your reminder to fill in Sentas. So you can select that at that point. You've got an about screen, which basically tells you a little bit of the backstory of the application, but also sends you through to a page that gives you all of the internet information around Sentas and some of the background information, blogs, etc. You've got your account information, so for those people that have signed up to Premium, the auto renew will be set to on. If you want to turn that off, you can turn it off at any point. Prior to any renewal, you will receive a notification to say that you'll receive a notification 14 days out to say that your account is either going to renew or won't renew unless you take action. For those people that don't auto renew, the application will then default back to the standard settings with the standard questions after you've gone. So you do need to be a little bit careful in that. Now, if you're not going to auto renew or you're not going to renew, we would very much encourage you to use the export functionality to export your information, because it will be deleted if your subscription effectively runs out. You've got a backup and restore function, which allows you to go and do a backup to iCloud. So you can see that the backup is created there. If you want to do a restore, you can do it from that point and restore accordingly. So you can do this periodically. If your phone gets stolen or something like that, and you want to be able to access your information with a new one, or if you're changing phones, that is the way to do it from there. And then for those premium users, you've got an edit function that allows you to go in and change the questions that are shown. Just one point on the backup and restore. This is backed up onto your personal iCloud account. Nobody in Sentas or nobody else has access to this except for you and whatever access Apple normally gives to iCloud personnel. So your data is secure, is not accessed by anybody else, and can only be accessed by you.